point,
down, David.
at one point, I was like, dude, is this part of your shtick where you have like
Strategy,
problems
timing.
every
This
time?
is just a
It's
prank,
like,
yeah.
Are
This
you
is an
pranking the
elaborate prank.
fucking audience?
Yeah, for
What's
this
that?
prank, I forgot to pay the internet bill.
Yeah.
What's that comedian that Jim Carrey played? It was Andy something.
Andy Kaufman.
Yeah, where he did the TV thing, where he made the prank was
They put the just like
static thing.
it was like
line.
an episode of Howdy Doody or
Yeah.
something, and then
Yeah.
they just
Right.
like it was just static.
Would you do me a favor,
Really
Troy?
funny.
Yeah.
Would you go in the live chat and apologize and take
I already
all of
have.
the blame?
I already have. And wait,
Perfect.
take all the blame?
It was Troy's fault. Everybody.
Wait, no, I didn't take the fucking blame.
Apologizes.
Whoa.
Are we back or what?
We certainly are.
Hell
And I think
yeah.
we were back that second time too.
We
but
missed you guys.
I missed April.
Well, I was trying to put the
It's a
fucking
prank.
fire out, but, you know.
Speaking of pranks, I found it. Everybody.
That was Jay Muse.
Here, well, a couple more pranks, and then I'll just do a quick flash to some of his other pranks that we don't show on this channel.
Word.
Bloody pen pranks. I don't mind blood. Bloody pranks though. I crossed the line.
Wait a minute.
I don't
Are we
mind
not-
blood sometimes.
Here we go. So he's going into a vape shop.
Hey man, how's it going? You guys hiring?
No.
No. All right. Well, could I give you my resume?
She's the one to talk to about that. Also,
Indeed.com is where we get all.
I just got to level it. Do you guys want to? You got 5 on it? You want a match?
No.
Now, what's freaky about this guy, and I want to point out to everybody, if you're the audio listeners, of course, you understand the prank, but we'll explain, when he leaves the building, there's no sense of relief. Anybody else, you'd think, oh, the prank's over, he's going to be excited.
I don't know.
He's pretty immune to a lot of feelings.
Yes.
I've seen him angry.
Hey man.
Yeah, I don't know. Lighting a joint in a vape
man.
shop's not really
This
that
place-
much of a
this
prank.
guy-
He should do it at a.
He did it at the bakery before.
Oh,
that was the
right.
first one.
He should do it at
Looking
a
for
day. He should do it at a daycare.
full
Oh my
That'd
god.
be funny.
No, do it at a
That'd
crematory.
be prison.
A crematory would be
Oh, that's a good
Just
one.
go smoke shop or
He used to
discount-
watch my show. One time he commented, he said, "Great voice, I'll check out next time."
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, yeah,
This
dude.
guy seems
But
like
then
a dope dude.
He blocked me like my other 2 accounts because he thinks I'm a stalker.
Really?
He's not far off.
Well,
Yeah, I know. When he gets these weirdos
Are
on
you just
YouTube,
messaging these guys at all? Like,
No, I follow them like a fan. These
like a
guys-
fan,
He's too out of his mind to
Doug,
allow a fan.
he's like looking at street signs and the position of the sun in their videos and like fucking finding how many fucking
They give you good
degrees
material?
longitude and
I enjoy
latitude
them
they're at.
personally. I have a bunch
I
of
think
stuff on my
David's
hard
Native
drive in case he
American.
ever.
Bro, he goes
comes
hard
out.
into it. And like if I was a person that he was
Doing
fucking
cross-talk.
honing in on, I would be worried too.
This is what
Yeah.
4 people sounds like, everybody.
Hey, we're having 2
conversations
conversations.
at
Who
once.
wants it?
Go back and try to catch one of them.
Bro,
Watch
dude.
the other one.
We're giving 4 different perspectives on 2 different topics.
I do follow these people, but I think it's interesting. And this person, I think it may be a domestic terrorist one day, and I'll be the one with all those old videos on my hard drive.
Yeah, see, that's cool. Yeah, and you get to learn the behavior and pick up on other people quicker and stuff like that
Right,
too.
that too.
Yeah.
So maybe. If I don't know. I like a lot of these people that are a little off the rocker.
Dude,
some would
hey,
say David's a little off the
like
rocker.
a
though.
lazy night stalker.
David, we got that Ouija in the chat. It says, new segment idea. Troy's Mysteries. Troy goes through his pockets and pants he's been wearing for 7 days straight and tries to identify the pills he finds.
That's funny.
It's funny. Is it weird that my pillidentifier.com is favorited on my web browser? I use that more than fucking Google, dude. At least they don't lie to me.
He just,
Google's always like, oh, fucking
this
this shit,
is
that
my
shit, Chris
grandma's-
Kirkpatrick.
I have Groundhog Day favorited on my browser.
The movie? Bill Murray movie?
Right. Speaking of Bill Murray.
mine's just
Oh, what a segue.
mine's just tranny videos and Pornhub.
Oh, dude.
Let's finish this prank. INAK, everybody.
Oh, my God. Pranksters are us.
Hey man. Thanks man.
Thanks,
What's this
man.
place? Discount? Is it discount smoke shop or discount vape shop?
Discount smoke shop.
All right.
Why does he look like Kid Rock's methed
All
out
right, I'll come back
nephew?
and check. Thanks.
So watch his face, everybody, if you can.
Thanks,
Although
man.
YouTube likes to cover it up. No sense of relief.
Man,
Hey,
you need to smile more, man.
People need to smile.
I agree. See, that's the kind of shit I like. He's got an uplifting message.
Oh, great. It's auto playing. Yeah, this is his
great.
intro. You guys want to see his intro?
Is it Illuminati?
Illuminate. Hashtag.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
I have a video of that dead dog.
What?
The fuck?
The dog died?
Yeah, he was 13 years old, and he raised him from a puppy. It was very traumatic. I'm surprised the 9-8K was able to handle all that. To be honest, it was pretty crazy.
He went to a vet
Followed
and
all
just
of it.
lit up a fucking cigarette.
No, he blamed it all on Google.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's a gang stalker. He's being gang stalked.
He's a gang star.
Huh.
That's why he's out on the. I think he's on the lam right now. I'm not really sure what's going on.
Damn, dude.
But he's still doing these lives.
David Collins, bounty hunter.
Keep an eye on him.
Bo, you want to go? Me and Bo were talking about bounty hunting the other day. Maybe we should go into bail bonds or something.
Right.
David Collins bail bonds.
You have your own show.
That'd be pretty
Yeah,
cool.
dude, it'll be a segment on
Troy
the
the
show.
Bounty Hunter?
Bro, dude.
They go with Christ, bro.
Call him Drew. Big man Drew.
Oh, what's up, brother? You need cigarette, brother?
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. You want a cigarette, bro? Go with Christ, bro. Go with
Go with
Christ.
Christ.
Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Ice is going to
May
get you,
7th,
brother.
8:30 a.m. Eastern, and we have a couple other videos here that I wanted to share with you two. I mean, this has kind of been making the rounds here, but I thought it was funny. Of course, I like body cam, but this was the body cam footage didn't even need to come out. Somebody had a cell phone in both instances.
Oh,
So
boy.
first, we're gonna tease it here. Everybody, take a listen to her charges.
Can you tell us what happened?
The lady chased me. She chased me and I asked her not to attack me.
Todd.
She chased you? I have a sickness.
You said she chased you?
So what do you think this woman did? What the hell are you two talking about? Troy?
She
Where are you?
unalive
I had to
somebody.
whisper something to him. It would have been
No
mean.
whispering. Say it to the audience.
It would have been mean to say online.
Well, hold your horses.
Jesus.
Nobody wants to hear. It's the worst thing. I hear this in every show I listen to these days. They say, "Oh, what happened there?" They say, "I'll tell you off air."
Yeah, I know. That
Yeah.
annoys the fucking piss out of me,
All right,
actually, and I
that's-
apologize for
get
doing that.
I
What
get
do you
that.
do?
I get
That was
that.
super lame of me. I agree. I can't do what I hate. I
That
shouldn't.
lady just looked like a lady that we know.
Yeah, and it made me laugh.
Oh, I see. You could say her name.
Yeah, she can listen to this
I want
shit.
you to, I want you to
no,
what-
shit.
try to guess what she's being charged with.
I know what she's being
Assault
charged
and
with.
then peed on her.
Yeah,
Chased you?
I have a sickness.
she's down with the
You
sickness.
said she
It's
chased
just
you?
diabetes.
Yeah, she
That's her
chased me.
sickness.
Yeah, she chased
And I
me.
got out and begged her to stop.
Dude, she sounds like she's on love on the spectrum.
I have sickness.
She chased
So what do you
me.
think happened? She got chased.
We played
and
tag.
Everybody, imagine game music in the background.
I can't
there.
play. I know what happened.
Oh, do you know the story?
Yeah, I just actually watched this not too long
Maybe
ago. It made me
she's-
laugh.
Did you guys just sit around and watch
Maybe-
body cam
I
footage
don't-
the
I
entire
never sit
time?
around.
Like,
It's my algorithm,
is that what
brother.
you guys do?
Do you know how difficult it is to follow all these stories and do what I do?
Dude, it's not hard. I do it.
So she has a sickness, so
Oh,
maybe
imagine
she's
how many-
imagining it.
Hey,
Do
no.
you guys, do you guys sleep at all? Like,
Not much.
I have a bad problem right now. I'm falling asleep at 6 p.m. I'm waking up at 1 a.m.
what's your problem? You're
Starting my day.
95 years old.
I'm tired, everybody. But let's
That early bird special really takes a wallop out of him.
Luckily, we
Wow, I
have
went to Village Inn,
the
had
crime
this.
in question on camera here. A good Samaritan
God.
pulled out their
Sick.
phone when they saw it. So this woman's being chased in a car, and this is her reaction.
Thank
Thank you, Facebook.
Thank you, Facebook.
Here she comes. She's going after the car that's chasing her.
Oh my fuck.
What'd she do?
Whoa, she shit on the car.
Oh,
And
that's
she,
wild.
She shit on it?
She shit on the car.
Can we
Yeah,
get
it
a
wasn't
good
far
clip
off.
here?
Like
Yeah.
speed.
So that's her bending over.
See it right there? Yeah.
Make it larger.
That's
I know somebody's
wild.
probably saying that.
She was
yeah.
dropping that thing on it. She goes, that motherfucker always keep that thing on me.
Oh, God, dude.
She didn't even wipe. That's a bear, dude.
And
And then the cops are so you know she stank.
I wonder what her sickness is called.
The diarrhea.
Tom, plug your Pepto-Bismol.
no,
yeah.
dude.
Nasty.
tag that. You want me to clip that for you, and you can tag Pepto?
Dude,
Yeah,
hell
no,
yeah.
for sure.
Be like, that lady could have
Trying
used
to
some
get
Pepto.
sponsored, baby.
We'll end it with your big laugh, though. Say,
I'm
wow, this must be
trying
a
to
funny
make a
show.
fender
Old school
joke.
Dave says, what a shitty driver.
That shit, judging from that shit, she it looks like she was on a fender bender.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. That was lame. That was a bad joke.
What was
a very
your-
bad
We've
joke.
watched videos of Matt Ferry. Where did you serve? Because he trained Iraqis.
So, well, do you mean like overseas? Where did I go?
Oh, did you?
Yeah, plenty
Okay.
of times. Yeah, so like I started off in North Carolina, but then I went from there. That's where I deployed to like Iraq a few times, and then
Okay.
Afghanistan, and eventually Japan.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What's the shitting situation like?
It's-
Excuse my language, everybody. I'm mirroring these guys. They're so.
Whatever,
Hey,
you shitmonger.
Dude, it's an
dirty
absolute
boys,
nightmare.
dude.
I'll tell you what, I had when I first deployed. After that, for I think
Don't
at
tell him the
least 6
Humvee
years.
story. Don't tell him the Humvee
Come
story.
on.
Oh my
For
God.
6 years, I couldn't be away from a toilet. I was so scared of it because of the shitting situation.
Must
There
have served
sucks.
in India.
There's
Just like
spiders.
everybody.
It was not good.
Spiders and
But
shit.
Troy says I can't tell it, so
I don't want to, dude.
another time.
Yeah, we're not telling that story. He fucking,
It was bad.
it's so funny.
When did you become such a gatekeeper?
Bruh.
Yeah.
I'm saving it for my podcast. No, I'm just kidding. No. Trust me, that's dude. Now
Might not be the morning.
he's given me a few of these stories. That's why I thought it was funny that you brought it
He's
up.
like,
I was
don't tell us. I'm going to use it for my stand-up.
no, it's so gross. It's not funny.
David said.
I mean, actually, it's pretty funny. Honestly, I don't care. You can tell
David
if you
said
want.
you were bringing somebody. He's like, yeah, it's a bomb specialist. I was like, is that what Troy's calling himself?
Yeah.
He is quite the bomb specialist.
I'm teaching this guy to bomb on stage.
I did say that. I did say to Matt Ferry. I said that Troy was bringing on a bomb specialist this week, and Matt Ferry texted me back, and he said, "A D apostrophe militia expert."
Is that delicious, joke?
Demolition expert.
Right.
Yeah.
But spelled like a friend of ours, Delicious.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Or partner. I'm not sure what we call him.
Oh my God! Did you just call him partner? He's gonna
Guest
fucking
on the show occasionally.
I
Yeah,
don't know. You say like a cowboy though.
he's not a cowboy. I'm a cowboy.
So my actual title is combat engineer, and one of our main jobs is explosives. So we learn quite a bit about them. But
Interesting.
yeah, there's two parts to it. You also have what's called EOD. So I'm more known to be like big explosives. EOD is more of precise, smaller explosives.
If there was an event in the state of Iowa or a nearby city, would somebody call you and say, "Hey, maybe you could come consult on this? What's happening right this moment?"
Probably not necessarily that, unless they were out and didn't have anybody at their own. I'm sure they have.
but your
people
numbers out
policing.
there, they say this guy's an expert.
But yeah, so what they actually would do is it would flag me because after you get out of the
was a
military and that job,
suspect.
yeah. So they'll
Yeah.
just make sure that if they don't have a suspect, then my name could possibly pop up just because I know explosives.
Wow.
they
But
know this guy.
it's never happened to me. Thank goodness.
They know this guy can take out a fucking half of a state if he wanted to. So they're like, hey, let's just keep an eye on him.
There's quite a few of us.
As an explosives expert, do you have an expert opinion on 9/11?
Oh my God, I never even asked you about this. I'm so excited to hear this.
Well, that's a long answer.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a
How
lot
do you
to
answer
that.
that?
Strap in, folks.
Dude, what a cliche question. How do you feel about 9/11?
It's a yes or no question, and then we can move on.
I mean,
No.
basically, though, the short answer is the event happened, and we went over there. I thought originally to kind of retaliate and tell them, hey, you can't be doing this stuff. But it was more so collecting the oil, power, all this other stuff.
Right.
It turned into things. So then when my friends are dying over there next to me, it's a little upsetting that it was for something else that we were signed up for and didn't get. That kind of sucked.
Word.
Well, that definitely makes sense.
Yeah, but so
Tyler Meyerhoff was on Kill Tony.
dude, king of segues over here.
Oh, you didn't hear about this?
No, I saw it.
I've only
course I
watched the
saw
60 seconds. That's all I really think we need to watch. I think this video might include the.
Dude, I noticed
call it,
the
the
clip that
interview?
he put out
Our
was
friend
really well
Tyler
edited.
Meyerhoff.
Here we go.
I liked that it was well.
Tyler
you don't
Wade.
follow him, David?
I don't follow a lot of people. I think I follow Ben Woodfield.
He only
and
follows people he likes stalking.
Blind
and
Mike.
gets
Bruh, if you don't
banned.
fucking follow me, I'm good. Dude, I will
I keep
flip
my
this
Facebook-
table over. I will flip this fucking table over right now if you do not follow
We're
me.
going to listen to Meyerhoff on Kill Tony.
You better. I'm looking right now.
I was just talking about how much I missed him a couple weeks ago,
Yeah,
in fact.
he's a great
But,
dude.
We are going to watch this, but I do just want to say on that note, I keep my Facebook algorithm very, very clean. If you look at my Facebook, somebody were a hacker log into my Facebook, all they would scroll down, it's all skateboarding videos.
That's what.
You know
That's
how
what Tim
difficult
Pool
that is on
says.
Facebook? I don't get anything. I don't get any of this non-aesthetic things, any of these trash. It's all skateboarding videos, and that takes a lot of work.
Dave,
I've
is
never
the-
just
do you
caught
want-
Do
following
you want the trash?
What's that?
Do you want
Mine's-
all that trash?
No, of course not.
Oh.
I keep it all
Oh,
skateboarding videos.
you like it like that.
Right.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
David's
just-
the liberal
it's tricky.
Tim Pool.
Mine's just co-eds dancing. That's all my
I thought you had
algo.
Britney Spears on yours.
And Britney Spears.
Bro,
yeah.
They have been getting wilder and wilder and crazy.
Yeah.
Every time I see one, I think of your bit.
It's so
about
hot,
it.
dude.
And
It's so hot.
when I first heard that, I was like, yeah, I seen her out there, and now it just keeps going and going, and I think about it every time. It makes me laugh. Every time I see Britney Spears now, I think Todd Basinger.
I never thought Britney Spears would be an attainable goal.
Bro, dude, right? That's what I'm saying. All of a sudden, she's not that far out of reach.
Oh, man.
I could definitely pluck her. She comes into the hardware store, and I'm like, "What's wrong, lady?"
If you would have told
I'll
me,
tell you,
if you told me 20 years ago I'd be able to bang a hotter chick than Britney Spears, I'd be like, no fucking way. All right.
Yeah,
Boy.
Troy, we really prefer people don't do material on
I'm not even. Well, you know what? I call women material. I love to come. Never mind.
All right.
All right, never mind. That was you caught me up.
This guy,
You
everybody.
got me
We're live
busted.
again.
They're not all bangers, dude. I'm with a bomb expert.
Welcome to the show.
I'm nervous.
You are the bomb expert.
Yeah,
Very good. Very good.
that's why me and Bo get along. We both know bombs.
All right. Tyler Meyerhoff on Kill Tony, everybody. Troy's killing me.
Go, 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 go.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yep, 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 yep,
Listen
yep.
closely.
Pull of the night. His name is Tyler Wayne, everybody. Here we go.
Yeah, I know this guy.
Tyler Wayne.
Oh, do you know Meyerhoff?
Yeah.
I still call him by his old name. It's Tyler Wayne, everybody.
Wait, are you serious? This guy used to live here. It was a comedian buddy of ours.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He lived in like Waterloo area.
Well, he was an Eastern Iowa comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all together.
Hello, everyone. I hope you guys had a good 420 or Easter if you're gay. I hate when people say that weed doesn't like have any medical benefits. Weed can save your life. You know, like I was a piss test away from working at Walmart. You guys.
That was good.
Oh man, it is good to be here. I'm having a weird day though. I'm having one of those days where your ex calls you from the psych ward. Anyone else date the homeless?
Exclusively.
It's fun.
And Tommy Pope, I think he's a very funny comedian.
Yeah, dude, I love the panel.
It's a funny incident there. You never know who you're going to be up there with. So Austin Ingalls was up there with Matt Rife.
Yeah, and then you just got Tommy Pope and Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown. I didn't see this
Yeah.
episode yet. Holy fuck, he was on there with Antonio
He's hard
Brown.
to see from this angle.
I see it now.
What are you
The
trying to
helmet he
say?
always wears. I see it.
Yeah.
It's a dark room.
Oh, David, we ask people not to do their bits on the fucking show.
I would never say that on stage.
Oh, I've heard him say more racist stuff on
dude.
stage. Than
Remember
that.
when he punched that lady?
Dude, yeah.
Holy fuck.
He kept a cat in a backpack.
It was nasty.
And he threw it on the ground.
Dude, sometimes he's out of pocket, and I can't stop him when he gets like
So the
that.
cat's out of the bag.
You know what I'm saying?
So
It's
they call
cool,
me
though.
on stage sometimes.
Yeah.
David Out of Pocket Collins.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It has benefits, like, you know, you get to fuck at the park. You just have to sleep there, too? That sucks. That sucks. But we wound up breaking up because I got a place, you know, and I brought her indoors, and she kept doing homeless shit inside. It's like, you can't be doing this, you know? We got to be better people. Get that piss jug out of here.
Shout out Tommy Shymack.
Thank you.
All right. What a sharp minute, everybody.
That was a good minute. Great minute. Great
Super
minute.
proud of you, dude. That was tight.
It's tough. You know,
kinda
some
sick.
people, I watched this, I watched some other Kill Tonys, and they go on and on and on after the meow. And then they say, hey, stop it.
Has this episode dropped yet, or is this just his
This was
teaser?
a recent episode.
So it hasn't dropped yet, or it
It
has?
dropped. It dropped
right.
on Monday.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
That's how we got this footage.
Yeah, he
Well, yeah, I
was
didn't
he
know
was he was the first bucket pull too.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Dude, nice.
Do you
That's
believe
super
he was
cool.
the only true bucket pull that night?
Oh, I don't think Tyler's jerking Tony off under the table. I think that was a
I'm
pure
not sure
bucket
if they're all
pull.
genuine. I wonder how many.
Yeah.
Tyler Wayne.
Oh, like they actually just pull his name out of the bucket.
Oh, you ever seen Kill Tony?
I've seen clips like this, but I haven't actually watched
Bro,
them.
you would love it because Bo's a big comedy fan. He's been checking out all the shows
Oh,
and
well,
stuff.
don't ruin your opinion with Kill Tony.
Yeah, I know. Well, so Kill Tony used to be way fucking better, and now it's kind of got up its own ass or whatever. But basically, a bunch of comedians sign their names on a piece of paper, they throw it in a bucket, and then he pulls them out randomly, and then that person gets 1 minute of comedy, and then they like critique him afterwards.
Okay.
And so it's gotten bigger and bigger. Now it's huge. They're doing like arenas, and it's kind of gotten.
See, I don't actually find Tony that funny, but I do find that he's really good at bringing in good comedians that are funny.
Yeah, he definitely knows good comedians, and he's a bitchy little queen. He's a swarmy guy, and
But he
I
gets
like
him
him for what
going,
he
and I
is.
like that. Yeah, but I don't think he's like joke wise. I don't think he's very good at.
No,
delivery.
he roasts well, but
There you
he's
go,
so
yeah.
up his own ass. And I don't like how the people that he tries to put on, like he's trying to go the Joe Rogan route, where Joe just brought his buddies and like put these buddies on, and now Tony's trying to do that with not funny people or like less funny people.
Brody
The
Toopy.
handicapped too. He's a
Dude.
big fan of the handicap.
I swear,
Brody
yeah.
Toopy has a personal
He's a
theory
big-
that he's trying to put on the worst people. See
Yeah.
how bad of a comedian that he can get to fill arenas.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. This Estonian guy,
Brody
not a
Toopy.
fucking
That's
fan.
actually pretty funny.
Dude, I mean, honestly, that's a pretty sweet prank if that's what he's doing.
If that's what he's doing,
And the fact that he's
I'm for
eliciting
it.
this response out of me, good on you, man.
Yeah,
you fucking
no,
did it. But I'll tell you what.
Oh, we got what's this guy's name again?
Dude, that's Daniel Larson. Fucking a Daniel Larson update?
He
Don't let me
hates
distract
Todd.
you.
Please, I'm sorry. Kill Tony. Anyway, Bo,
He
kill
hates the
Tony.
Waterloo
We'll talk
Todd
about it later.
Basin.
Do you guys want to see him on a hike in Boulder, Colorado?
Dude,
No,
I
I
want to
see him freak out at a gas
Bro,
station.
I want to see him. He was at a fucking an Olive Garden saying, they're printing my nudes out in the kitchen. I'm fucking calling the cops.
I want to see him throw shrimp at a fucking abortion
We have
clinic.
backseat footage if we just want to see him rambling while restrained.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see that.
Being told his charges. I want to see him hiking. Let's just be honest here.
All right.
That's what I want to see.
Should have did this as the uplifting video of the
Bro.
day. Breathing heavily.
He's making a new Blair Witch.
I'm so frightened right now.
So startled. Dude, he could be jerking off right now.
There's no fire alarm you can pull in the woods there,
Dude.
Daniel Larson.
She told me Bigfoot has nudes of me.
What are you getting, that son of a bitch?
All right, here he is.
This guy is hard to look at.
Thank you very much, folks.
This guy looks like a bug.
Dude, he looks like a fucking or a baby fucking buzzard.
Yeah,
He looks like a cartoon dinosaur.
Dude, yeah, he looks like he's from the cartoon dinosaurs.
He's recording this after being rejected by the mother bird.
Oh my god,
She threw him out of the tree.
he can't fly yet.
He does look like a bird. He's got bird-like qualities.
Sounds like one too.
Who
Yeah.
said you have to be quiet when you're in the mountains?
I agree, Daniel. Use your outdoor
Yeah,
voice.
dude. Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm like a bunch of monkeys in an alien ship.
Oh,
My favorite video of Daniel Larson is he starts this video and he's just like he calls a white woman celebrity the N-word. I'm just like, this is hilarious.
He's
out of control.
unhinged,
Out of
to say the
control.
least.
As you might expect, he's serving a lot of time now.
Dude,
Yeah.
I want to see. I remember listening to this episode. What you were on the first episode? I think they were talking about the Olive Garden shit.
Oh, we
That was
got
so-
to talking about him because he hates Todd Basinger,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
creepo
Dude, so-
that lives in Waterloo.
Yeah, we don't have to go over that again. Everyone knows that story. We don't need to get Bo lose
for
faith.
sure.
Do you
Yeah,
want to
for
see
sure.
an Olive Garden clip?
I would love to actually.
Dude, when you're here, your family.
Oh
so-
my god! He
Appreciate
like
it,
pulls
guys.
the fire alarm, doesn't he, or something?
There's got to be a good clip.
The
though,
FBI's right outside, dude.
It's such a good video.
Oh, it's 11.
Oh, it's 11 minutes. Yeah, I remember this taking like up a fucking
We just-
majority of it.
I don't
There's
want
that 2-minute one.
well,
at
I don't.
Panera
I hope
Bread.
it's edited, not
So
just
is he like
skipping.
actually mad?
Oh, this is Panera
Bro.
Bread.
doing this?
So this
I know
guy's
what I-
insane,
This
I know
guy
what
is
Panera Bread looks like.
craziness.
and he.
We'll watch a little bit of
You
this
guys
here.
were back in the back printing off my nudes.
Performing as citizens.
I mean, that's really 80% of the video.
Yeah, that's what I wanted
kinda
right
funny.
there.
He's got nudes out there.
Do it forward to when he pulls like the fire alarm or
Whoa,
some shit.
spoiler.
I came here for a never-ending pasta bowl, and you guys ended up printing out my nudes.
You ended it.
That was awesome.
This is awesome, you said.
Alfredo Friday,
Bro.
and
He said I wanted noodles.
the dishwasher
So
is
is he-
back there looking at my penis.
He's fearless, at least. You know, did
He
we
is
watch this on
fearless.
the Blind Mike Project the first time? Maybe we never even watched it on my channel.
I don't think so. No.
We watched this one.
Yeah, I remember.
we watched
A
this.
long time ago, though. I think
Yeah, it was a very long
It might have
time
been on
ago.
Blind Mike.
I was doing my grocery store fucking bit then, because I was at work watching it.
That's how you.
You were watching
yeah, right.
an
Oh,
old
that
man
was-
jerk.
I wasn't watching that.
Those were just the highlights. I see.
Oh, dude, look at the
edited
sticky
this for us.
bandit.
So is he pranking them or is he just mad at them?
Dude,
You be the judge.
he's getting shot in the face by Macaulay Culkin tonight.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
What's up,
shit.
Daniel Stern? How you doing?
Dude, nice.
This guy is terrifying. He
So
looks
we're-
like a puppet.
Right now, we're
Dude.
looking at
He's a marionette. Hanging from Rudy's Tacos roof ceiling.
God, dude. No,
very good.
That was a great pause,
way to
David.
pull it back.
Thanks,
Hell
buddy.
yeah.
Oop. Then
What are you
fucked it
doing
up.
over there?
I pointed at you. I wanted to be like, yeah, thanks, buddy.
Troy.
I'm a rock star, David. You gotta let me fly. Peacock.
Here we go. More of his face.
Oh, no.
Let's get to the confrontation.
Yeah, let's get you his wiener.
Yeah. But it's a weird shape.
Full proof.
I bet he's got a weirder dick than Trump.
His head's like a triangle.
For full context, Jesse, so he had an incident in Olive Garden here. So his first, he's going to live stream it. That's so he goes to his phone, and now he's streaming to a bunch of people, and this is what he's explaining the situation to the camera.
Okay, I mean, give me
And
one
it's
more
fucking
Thanks for explaining that to me.
bonkers.
Of course.
second. Outside somewhere.
For the audio listeners, we're looking at a weird
No audio.
clay face. I know, this is an audio only format, David
Well,
says.
preferred.
Arrest. So the FBI is outside.
The
I
FBI.
have more than enough photos coming in. Okay. Who are you arresting? I'm arresting every single person here. I'm arresting all employees.
You're telling me that you're a celebrity?
Yes.
Okay, do people take pictures of celebrities, right?
Right, but you were back in back
Yes.
printing off documents.
What?
You said that and it's on video.
I bet I was printing off documents?
Yes.
There you go. There you go.
This smarmy. Speaking of smarmy, this whoever works here is the host, also acting as loss prevention officer. Makes me feel that Daniel Larson might not.
Looks
have
like she raps on the side.
Looks like she prints off nudes
She
of
got
Daniel Larson.
SoundCloud.
Dude. Yeah, she does it with Lil Debbie.
She does look like she prints off nudes of young retarded boys.
She looks like V Nasty the rapper.
She looks like she cooks with an easy bake.
V Nasty Little Debbie. Look it up.
be more specific. I got more nudes of
Yo, chat, can we get some V Nasty pictures dropped in the chat? I want to show these boys.
wearing the same-
boys in the back.
She's wearing the same glasses Delicious did last week.
Bro,
Here's the deal. We've been, I'm gonna ask you to come over here.
That's
actually.
somebody's mom, dude.
We've been very
it's somebody's
nice.
sister. I'll
Well,
tell
I
you
was
that.
just calling her stylish. She's a hip mom.
Ooh.
I'm gonna tell you.
She looks like she has an autistic child.
Enough
I am legally required to.
No, you
That
can
means you
actually
might
just
watch the
leave
show.
it.
I don't have to leave.
Shout out
The
autistic
FBI
people.
is here. I have fucking photo.
Ryan Graham.
Boom.
Oh, right.
All right.
The FBI's here.
Okay, sir, this is what I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna calm down right now.
Oh.
You're gonna stop filming me, or I'm gonna
hit
call
me
the
with
police
that.
and they're gonna remove you from here. I know that's what you want. I know that's what you're famous for on Talk Talk, but we are not.
All right.
On Talk Talk? Dude, that's the new Indian TikTok.
Call the police and they're gonna remove you from here. I know that's what you want. I know that's what you're
Click,
famous
clock.
for on Talk Talk, but we are not doing this. You're gonna curse at me again, or you're going to leave.
I never.
Do you follow these types of people, Jesse? Is this kind of a new area of, these people are out there?
Yeah, no, I don't follow them. When I see them, when I come across them, I just think it's really dumb. But I think like dumb funny. So
Oh, yeah.
So if I see it, yeah, it's
Oh,
funny.
well, they're not acting out. They don't know how to act.
Right? Yeah.
Dude, if I saw that happening at an Olive Garden, I would definitely stay, order another bowl of pasta, and just fucking dinner and a show.
I need a business
I
card
would.
so I can, if I see something happen, I could slide in my business card.
David Collins, call me. I'm kind of a hot interviewer.
Right. Maybe you'll think I'm a lawyer or something.
Dude, it'd be like after court interviews. Like, so what do you think happened here? Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I used to question why people did this stuff, but it's kind of easy to understand when you don't really have anything.
Bro,
you don't really
that's-
care what you do.
Yeah.
And it's kind of entertaining to them.
Dude, it's a
little.
blissful existence when you realize that, right?
I think
You're
so,
like,
yeah.
Oh, people come in, they're so fucking angry. I'm like, oh, the fact that you're this angry kind of like vitalizes me to be happy. It's like, oh, I don't want to be you.
Your
Right.
anger
And
makes
then-
me happy.
Yeah. So then you give them impeccable service, and then they can't be angry anymore. So then they're mad that they're not mad, and you're sitting there, you're like, dude, I just fucking Uno reverse carded you.
So we're
It's
gonna
like
jump
one of my
forward a
best
few
parts of my
minutes here.
day is just doing
If I had
that.
this freak come into my work, I'd be like, yeah, stay as long as you want, dude.
Dog, hey, chum
You
chill.
serve him? He doesn't
Would
look
you
like he
really?
smells bad.
I'd serve him.
As long as he doesn't smell bad, then it's probably okay.
I'd be like, have you ever tried alcohol before, dude? Let's get you fucked
Wait,
up, brother.
what did he even do that caused them to be so mad? Oh, Yeah, what did
He's
he
just
do?
going in there and starting shit.
I think he.
They said
is
they have a bunch of
schizophrenic.
nudes and
He probably ate there and isn't paying, is what I suspect.
yeah, he's trying to
gotcha.
dine and dash, but it's just an elaborate way to dine and dash. You have my nudes.
I have no
back.
idea if he has a history of theft, though. It's kind of an allegation, but we skip forward a few minutes here.
Stole my heart.
He's kind of calmed down the
The
argument. He's
police
just sitting in the
might
waiting room,
show up.
waiting
They
for
don't
the
even
police.
know. Okay. I also
day.
the guy with the curly hair, the guy with
Got
the
Dan
curly hair
McCullough
that
in the
was
chat.
sitting next
DJ
to me
Electra
here,
in the chat.
He's undercover.
Good morning, DJ
So
Electra.
we
Shout
have
out,
more than
guys.
enough
Happy
proof.
Wednesday.
He's explaining it again to more people here, and he's finally going to take action.
Good morning, Dan McCullough.
This is what they call the calm before the storm.
Yeah, right before the FBI raids the joint. Is he running? Is he running
No, he's
away?
gonna pull the fucking fire alarm.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And then he goes back and sits right down.
He's like, dude, I don't know if you noticed, but someone pulled the fire alarm.
We can't really see from this point of view, but he's holding his phone. It doesn't look like he goes back to sit down. It looks like he goes back and leans casually his shoulder against the wall.
He's like, I don't know who did that.
It'd been funny if he walked over and just like banged the wall like Fonzie.
This guy is crazy.
He does strike me as somebody that could just shoulder bump, elbow bump the fire alarm, and it goes off.
Dude, these smoke detector battery videos are getting out of hand, guys.
Great party trick for conventions.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, I think we already talked about this, but like, if I was sitting there eating when that fire alarm went off, I'd be like, yo, get your shit, we're dipping. I ain't paid for that fucking check, dog. That's my out right there.
There's no way
I'm
these
out
deals
of
weren't
there.
comped. Anyway, that's how we
Yeah.
got introduced to Daniel Larson. Well, actually, that's not really how we got introduced to Daniel Larson, because Daniel Larson at one point online went after somebody who's a pedophile, and his name is Todd Basinger.
And that-
Okay.
And he lives in Des Moines, Iowa.
Okay.
And our Todd
Waterloo,
Basinger lives in Dubuque.
Yeah, I used to watch
Waterloo.
the like TCAP or To Catch Predators a lot. You know?
Dude, yeah.
So
I don't think he
he's
was on
always
that.
doing. So he's doing
Really,
good
dude, if you
things.
call it TCAP, it's a TCAP community. Did you know that, Todd?
Huh?
There's a TCAP community.
What is that?
To Catch a Predator.
Oh, nice.
So
Dude.
the best thing about that is there's so
Get
much
rid of
evidence. You can watch all this behavior from all these people. And so when you're on the street and stuff, or you're just talking to people, you can pick up on micro behaviors like that from studying those videos. I think that, a lot of police detectives do that.
Yeah, Bo told me he got that vibe from you, David.
Well, fun fact, you know that I mentioned JCS the other day
Oh,
on the
shit.
channel, and
I
then
don't
we
know what that
finished our
is.
live. It was a few weeks ago. We finished that live Drive Time David Collins, and then I went online and I noticed JCS had a new video a couple hours later.
Bo, let me see that nicotine pen, bud.
I said, "What are the odds?"
Nicotine. The one you got. Is that nicotine?
Hello, Troy. I mean, excuse me. Hello, Craig. Speaking of Todd
Oh.
Basinger and Waterloo, I just wanted to say hello to Craig this morning. I hope everybody's having a fine morning and finishing
Hi,
coffee.
Craig.
Hi, Craig.
I at least finished mine. I have some water here. I apologize for the technical issues. It just required a restart. And I should have been prepared for that, whatever the case was there. Jesse, do you have a story that you want to share with us? Did you say, oh, I'm going on a show today, maybe I'll bring something? Or did you just want to come in naturally? I'm not sure if Troy told you today. You were just kind of, I said, yeah, bring of course. He's a demolitions expert. How do you prove to somebody you're a demolition? Someone says, I don't believe you. It's stolen, whatever they call it. How do you say, no, what's a quick fun fact that only a demolitions expert might say?
Well, each explosive has its relative effectiveness factor. It's what you base it off to in order to blow anything up. So, example, dynamite is or TNT. We would base it off of a 1-point scale, right? Relative effectiveness factor. So the higher you go, the more cutting that explosives will be. The lower the number, the more of a push effect.
Oh, okay.
So overseas, when you'll see a lot of us come back with injuries, it's because the pushing effect, it's not a lot of huge injuries because they have low quality explosives. So it pushes us more than cuts us.
A lot of
If that makes
compression.
sense, yeah. So we often get blown up and pushed away versus when the
Like an
explosives go
80s
off
action movie.
and cut
Does
you
it
in
ever be-
half. Yeah.
Does it ever become fun once you know it's coming?
Yeah, I mean, during practice when we do our own demolitions, yeah, it's pretty fun. We always try to push the limit, try to see how close we can get
Wow.
before it hurts too much,
A
or
movie
hurts us.
Pushing Tin.
No, I haven't.
It's a movie with
porno.
Pushing Tin. It's with that bad Santa guy. It's whatever his
Billy
name
Bob
is,
Thornton?
Billy
and
Bob.
it's with It's with Cusack, John Cusack, pushing 10. But
John Nutsack.
John We're Lincoln.
The antagonist in that movie is a legendary aircraft control operator, and he has this legendary story where he stands under a plane
Everything
as
can't be
it
legendary.
lands or takes off or something like that, and the G-forces push him 30 yards away into the dirt. So it's like explosives.
Yeah, that's just like that kind of. Yeah, for lower
Movie
quality
sounds like it's the
explosives, but
bomb.
higher quality, he would be like split in half or.
I see.
poofed.
It's not very realistic.
Nah.
It's a very confusing scene in the movie, actually. I don't know why they do that. Anyway, happy Wednesday, everybody. We're right about, and we're going to be getting into where did we end up? Are we still in? I think we finished up episode 2 of David Collins' 30-minute half-hour show.
Oh, is
and
it
we're
the
on
end of the
to
show?
Episode 3 now. Yeah, it's the end of the show. Do you have anything else you want to bring to the show here?
No,
Did we miss anything?
Just flew by.
I had a fun
Bye-bye.
I had a fun clip that we might wanted to show here. This is I forgot exactly what this is. I have it labeled and notated as a hat removal. So we'll see exactly what that means. I apologize if it's a little, but we did decide to put it in the notepad, and I passed on a few things. You know, I was looking up a Mother's Day tragedy.
Why?
Well, I thought there might be something interesting. It was all horrific, though.
No
that's
way.
sad.
So there's too bad for that. I did
Jameson
find-
Cox Comedy says, hey, in the chat. Sorry, I just want to get that in there.
I found an
silver
Indian
lining.
film
What's up, Jameson?
that was about a Mother's Day tragedy. That was kind of fun. Hello, Jameson Cox. I talked to him recently. We've been talking about that Robert Wallace documentary. Unfortunately, Ryan Graham never gave me that call this morning, so we didn't have much to say about it. But I'll probably have more information on that next week. Why don't we just see what was this clip? They're arguing. Oof! And a motorcyclist and a car. They're arguing, and the car just sideswipes the motorcycle. Not too interesting.
Yeah, you brought a motorcycle to a car fight.
How tired I was when I pulled that clip. But anyway,
Bananas.
thanks so much for coming here, Jesse James. And we started a little early today, too.
Sure.
But with the technical issues, I have no idea what this looks like. I probably have 3 thumbnails today.
Yeah, thanks for having me on here. I really appreciate it. I really enjoyed my time.
Had some good times. Good stories. Next time, maybe I'll let you tell a couple poop stories. He does have multiple poop stories, dude.
You should check out Drive Time David Collins. We're going to get started on episode 3 of David Collins' 30-minute half-hour show. I mean, you should check out David Collins' 30-minute half-hour reality show, which we've watched all of those 10 minutes at a time, throughout Drive Time David Collins. And now we finished all those, so we've gone back to the beginning of David Collins' 30-minute half-hour show. And we're watching that 10 minutes at a time also.
Right on. Yo, check it out on Twitch. T-Rigs C137. Me and Bo got hardcore Diablo characters. It's a hoot. We have fun. He's better than me. He's the muscle. I'm the charm. Come check it out. It's a lot of fun.
I'm selling kittens.
Dude, don't say that. Bo's old lady will fucking come over here and take it.
Don't do it.
Bro.
No.
I knew we fucked up by showing her Rooster's kittens the other day. I was just like, what do you think you'd take for a kitten? I'm like, he would give it away, but don't fucking... I don't know. I think I might go get him. I'm like, okay.
There was a cat roaming around the hilltop one time when I was working there. He's like, it's probably one of mine. Shoot it.
Yeah.
All
Hey,
right.
that's where I live. It's 3 houses down from there.
Hell yeah.
That blue house.
Careful, dude. You're on live.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to stalk you.
The Purple House, 17 blocks down from West 5th.
And this is the studio, if anybody wants to try to geolocate that. People are good at that. They can see this and say, I know that's, such and such.
There's an Instagram account I follow. It's like this guy just does that.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough to find here, though, because we're not on Google.
I don't think Drive Time David Collins fans are on a Reddit forum.
It's too new. They do send me. I'm on a Reddit forum as a Propaganda fan.
Shout out DJ Lecter. Shout out poop stories. I guess give the people what they want, right?
Sorry,
DJ Lecter. I didn't realize people were into poop stories like that.
Come on, get into it. Just one.
Dude, there's a cat serial killer that just got caught in her hometown. What? That is news if I ever heard any.
Damn.
A cat serial killer. My questions are, how old was he?
You've been known as that,
Have they
right?
been eating them? I've been known
Troy's
as
been known
a
as
pussy
a-
killer.
There we go. Setting
They're like,
up.
you gotta
I
let
thought
that
was
cat
nice.
out of the bag.
Dude, gotta let that cat out of the basement. Here's our
I thought
buddy
I turned on
Matt.
some music for the poop story.
This is the most handsome photo of Matt ever.
This is Matt Ferry. I'll show you a picture.
Matt Ferry's cool. Miss you, Matt.
Oh shit, what's up,
How do you
sexy?
spell his last name?
Big sexy, dude.
Fat Mary.
F-A-I-R-Y.
Well, we don't need to just give it. He's not going to like that.
What?
Why are we just spell? Why are you asking all these questions?
What was the?
I spelled his
What
name
was his
wrong.
branch?
You must have
He's
been an
post-
interrogator.
He's the guy that does Post 4 podcasts. I was telling you about him. I do his podcast every now and then.
Right, but you said he's military.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right.
Well, do you know what branch he was in? Do you remember?
Marines.
He was
He
in
was
Marines.
Yep.
Oh, then I'm sure I have to know him.
Dude,
somehow.
he's a stellar fella. He was showing me some cool pictures the other day too. They were reminiscent of the ones
many
you
of
were
us.
showing me.
think he's
He was over there for a while. He's very
38.
interesting to talk to.
Okay.
Kind of why I'm interested in talking to you. Like, dude, Bo will tell me some crazy stories sometimes, and I'm always just like, feed me manja. Like, I'm curious. Like, it's almost like Vietnam vets, you know, whenever they start talking, just kind of shut up and let them talk because they never talk about it, right? So, like, if I had that happen one day where a dude was just started spewing stories and, like, showing me maps and shit, and I was like, it was so interesting and it was so, like, a different view, right? Like, he's seen a view from a different side in a different place, so... It was always good to listen to. I always like hearing the stories.
Yeah, war stories are hard to masturbate to.
Dude, honestly, it's easier. It actually makes it easier for me.
I mean, it depends on who you are.
I hope everybody enjoyed us being back live. I hope we have a great Wednesday, of course. Happy May 7th. It's hump day, everybody, and I have a long day planned. I'm excited. I'm going to be doing a couple of things that I shouldn't even really mention, but I'm looking forward to those things, of course.
David Collins, the great tease.
Have a great Wednesday, and I did realize we are still in episode 2 of David Collins' 30-minute half-hour show, starting over from the beginning, and we have the last 10 minutes of this episode, getting into an old segment I used to do called Lily Battles. We would get an email from a listener, and they would tell us about maybe something they maybe feel like they're being cheated on, and we would call the person that their significant other.
It's very
That is awesome.
How ironic.
I'm very familiar. One of my favorite kind of things that you just mentioned.
So that was the bit, of course, and we called. I forget their people's names here, but we were just getting into that bit when we ended off. Everybody, anybody have anything to say to our audience?
Hi.
Like I said,
Bye.
check it out. Trick
Thank you, Scott Basinger, for being
C137
here. We enjoyed having you. It's always
Yeah.
nice to be here. What do you think of this four mic setup? It's a little. We'll switch things around. But
Yeah.
it's nice to have 4 mics.
That's nice. Yeah. It's nice to have some new blood on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, are we gonna do that bit right now?
Do what bit?
Call the people.
Oh, I'm playing an old. We always end the episode with an old show of mine.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I'll play 10 minutes of that show, and then we'll end the stream.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That way, everybody is, and it's a fun way to get people to listen to something they might not necessarily listen at the end of the show.
Right.
Drive time, David Collins. Everybody, Troy, what are you doing?
I'm putting my Twitch in the chat, bud.
Okay. All right. Drive
people
safe,
to
drive
see it.
hard, everybody.
Get this rolling here. Hopefully we can get his wife on the phone too. Hey there, Anthony, can you hear me?
Hi again, David. Yeah, I can hear you. Thanks.
Great. So I just went over your email. We're going to put you on a 3-way call here while we try to call your wife and get to the bottom of this. Just make sure you keep quiet while we're speaking with her because you won't be muted, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Good. You ready for this, Anthony? A little nervous? I'm pretty excited. Ben's pretty excited. I got a guest here with me, but how are you feeling?
Honestly, I just
Guest
wanna
Ben
get this
Woodfield
over
on the
with.
show.
All right, well, here we go. We're going to go ahead and try to get her on the phone here.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak with Laura?
this is she.
Hi, Laura. My name is Dan. I'm from the Vosterman's charity golf tournament that you participated in recently. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Thanks.
Great. So the reason for my call is actually a little exciting. Everyone in the tournament for the holiday was actually entered into a raffle, and you won one of the prizes.
Oh my gosh, I won?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. What did I win?
So all the prizes are actually either prizes for 2 people or set up to kind of be a gift. Your prize is a very expensive bouquet of flowers that you can just have sent to anyone of your choosing.
That sounds nice. Let me think.
Do you have a husband? Maybe send it to his workplace.
Oh no, I'm not married.
Okay, so who would you like to send it to then, Laura?
How about, could you make them out to Steven?
All right, Steven. And we'll go ahead and include a note if you'd like. What would you like that note to say?
Can you write, it's been amazing getting to know
Amazing,
you.
Laura? You're not married? What the fuck?
Anthony? What the hell?
What kind of shit?
Laura, this is David Collins. My name's David Collins, formerly of K-Rock 1015. Hello. Anthony just reached out to the show, and he thought you might be up to something.
There's nothing going on. I was sending these flowers to a girlfriend of mine.
A girlfriend named Steven?
Laura, Anthony got a little suspicious when you started taking such an interest in golf.
What? But I like golf. That doesn't mean I'm cheating. What? Maybe you could golf with me once in a while.
I don't want to go yell 4. I'd be yelling whore because that's what you are.
Hello? Anthony? Laura? Hello?
Fuck you.
Oh,
wow.
That sounds pretty brutal. Good luck to whatever's going on there, Anthony.
That is not good for radio. But it sounds like Laura doesn't have a problem cheating on her husband. Hey, want to get her number after this?
It was Anthony reaching out to me, and Anthony's also the listener, so I'd appreciate you kind of being on his side there. Good luck, Anthony. You know what? There are more fish in the sea. Laura sounds like a real see you next. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But thank you so much for that email, Anthony. Appreciate you reaching out to the show. Now we have my favorite segment. World News with David Collins. We have a lot of exciting things going on in the news. Not exciting as last week. Last week was a big news week. This week, a little more laid back, although the world could be ending any day now. You look around, you see plumes of smoke, you see people floating in an NFL stadium for the Super Bowl, the Eagles losing.
Not as expected.
First story, I got kind of a fun story here, a local story for you down in Kansas. Riley County Police arrested a Colorado man Friday for 5 counts of sexual exploitation of a child. Neil Zachariah Martin, 44, from Durango, Colorado. This man came from Colorado. Now he's hanging out in Riley, Kansas with these charges. He remains confined in the Riley County Jail on a $100,000 bond. You ask me, throw away the key. RCPD officers extradited him from Colorado jail. According to court records, Martin's charges come from incidents involving a child born in 2005. The child was 13 years old during the first incident on June 21, 2019. An additional count comes from a December 17, 2019 incident. Court records referred to those 2 incidents as attempted sexual exploitations of a child. 3 counts of sexual exploitation of a child are from February 11, 2020, when the court records say Martin possessed pornography of the same child. This guy was busy, huh?
Whoa, you can say that twice, David.
You are an idiot!
And that's why he's spending time in jail right now with a $100,000 bond.
Oh, only 100,000? There should be more.
I can't believe the number either. I don't know what they're going to do with them. You think the extradition would have cost that much?
Yeah.
You watched the Super Bowl?
I did, yeah.
You look like somebody that enjoyed their Super Bowl snacks. We talked about this a little bit last week. What did you have?
Hamburger dip, Swedish meatballs, and pig's in a blanket.
That's a big man. For those of you who can't see Ben right now, he is a larger gentleman. So he's someone you want to get to the bottom of having snacks. You know what I had for the Super Bowl?
Hot dogs and mac and cheese.
Being from Kansas, of course, myself, a bit of a Chiefs fan.
Me too.
I'm going to say, maybe I, got out the ranch dip, so I had something to dip my eagle wings in. I went ahead and after that last call, I couldn't help but go outside and fire up the grill so I could make myself some barbecue holding pork. What did you think of the halftime show?
I'll be honest. I really enjoyed last year's halftime show. Big fan of Eminem and Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg.
I thought there was too much rapping.
Right.
To quote an NFL spokesperson who chatted with the outlets a few years back, "We do not pay for the artists. We cover expenses and production costs." Though apparently the NFL does offer a union scale, which is a fraction of the 6- and 7-figure sums performers usually earn. I guess Rihanna should have been singing, "Bitch better have my union scale." Super Bowl ended 38-35 in favor of the Chiefs. A lot of win for Kansas this week. Paying attention to this Ohio rail derailment at all?
Yes, I have been, as much as I can be, because the government likes to keep journalism out of Kansas right now. Or not Kansas right now. Out of Kentucky, right? No, it wasn't Kentucky. It was Indiana. No, wait, it was Ohio. Where was it again?
Have you ever worked in the train industry?
No,
I've never worked in the train industry. It's not also somebody that I've ever had on the radio show. Never. Maybe I should get a train conductor on the show.
Definitely get a train guy.
We're going to look into that. Anybody listening, if you are a train engineer or know any, go ahead and reach out to me. That's dc30minute-half-hour@gmail.com. And we might try to get him or her.
Or them.
You never know. I apologize to my audience. I'm a little skeptical on getting any thems on the show. You're going to need to send in a voicemail, and then we can talk. That sound means it's time for our last show, our last game, excuse me. This game is going to be fun. It's called Hurricane or Heroin. I'm going to give you a name. It's going to be either a hurricane, or it could be a street name for heroin, or it could be a female American hero.
Can be all three.
Technically, but it's going to be one or the other, and we're going to learn a little something while we're at it, too. All right. Are you ready to play Hurricane or Heroin?
For sure. I'm going to redeem myself on this one.
The first name, Fiona. Fiona, hurricane or heroin? Go ahead and send in your answers, folks. Write them down, send them over to me, and we might play them on the show. Hurricane or heroin? You guessed heroin. Let's go ahead.
No, I guess hurricane.
What was your answer?
Hurricane.
Hurricane or heroin?
Hurricane, 100%.
Fiona.
Fiona. Hurricane Fiona.
Fiona. Hurricane Fiona was a large, powerful, and destructive Category 4 Atlantic hurricane, which was the coastliest and most intense tropical or post-tropical cyclone to hit Canada on record.
Yes.
Are you Canadian?
No.
Are you a little Canadian? You know what I've noticed? I've never met anybody who's partially Canadian. They don't do a good job of spreading their genes around. They kind of, once you get there, they kind of stay Canadian. Yet, they're taking over America's entertainment industry.
Right.
Can you reconcile that for me, Ben?
Like, you want me to go to Canada and, like, come back with, like, a half-Canadian child?
That's not what reconcile means. Can you tell me, Amelia, hurricane or heroin? Amelia, hurricane or heroin?
Definitely heroin.
A-M-E-L-I-A, Amelia. Ooh. Amelia Mary Earhart was an American aviation pioneer and writer. Earhart was the first female aviator to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, well, I forgot the last category.
All right, a couple more here. How about Bonnie? Hurricane or heroin?
My head's telling me hurricane, but my heart's telling me heroin, so this is about 10 cells into my heart and go heroin.
Oh, Hurricane Bonnie was a strong tropical cyclone that survived the crossover from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean, the first to do so since Hurricane Otto in 2016.
And see, kids, this is why you never listen to your heart.
Which must be hard for you. You probably hear your heart every moment of the day.
Well, usually when I'm going upstairs.
That's correct. All right. Last one of the game. I wanted to save this one for last, because this is the real tricky one, guys. Go ahead and write this one down and email me your answer. Bickerdike, hurricane or heroin?
Famous woman.
Mary Ann Bickerdike, also known as Mother Bickerdike, was a hospital administrator for Union soldiers during the American Civil War and a lifelong advocate for veterans. She died in Bunker Hill, Kansas. Shout out, Bunker Hill.
KS represent.
Now, if Ben hasn't convinced you already, I want you guys to all go check out Ben's Fellas. Next thing, don't forget, if you need to send an email, we might read any voicemails you also send on the show. Send them to dc30minute-half-hour@gmail.com. As it is a Valentine's Day episode, it's supposed to be a little disappointing. But we're going to be looking at a great guest next week and an even better show. We have some exciting games planned for you and a few local talents getting involved in the production here. So keep sending in your emails, keep sending in your requests, keep sending in your radio gags and your radio bits, and we'll try to reproduce them here. Ben, any final words here?
Ampersand.
All right. Well, this has been David Collins, 30-minute half-hour show.
Thanks for having me on, David.
David Collins. 30 minutes. Show with David Collins.
Hello. Of course, we've reached the end of the episode. Everybody has left the studio, as you can see. I want to turn that off, I guess. In fact, you could have seen them in the truck driving out there just now. But I wanted to share a quick story. I heard that train expert. We did try to get a train expert on the show at one point, and I found an unbelievable scenario. We had a train expert, a former train conductor for many years, who had quit his cushy job to attempt to be a comedian full time. So he was in Iowa for a period of time there, and I was going to get him on the show. He left to L.A. pretty on a whim there, and we weren't able to get him on the show. So I thought that was going to be great. He was a new stand-up comedian who was formerly a train expert, and it would have been a good time, but that did not happen. But I do still follow him on Facebook, and just a funny, he's a great follow on Facebook for somebody like me. He had a post recently that said that he's celebrating an anniversary. It's the best relationship ever, and all these nice things about his anniversary. 2 days later, he said, I'm finally out of the most toxic relationship of my life. There's a great follow on Facebook there. But anyway, just wanted to mention that. Hope everybody has a great Wednesday. Happy Hump Day.